Hey everybody, as I'm driving home in my little town of San Miguel, I just passed the post office, who called me this morning at 8 o'clock and said, hey, we've got a really big box for you. Do you think you could come pick it up? It's not going to fit in our truck. And I just was like, you know, for some people that might sound like a big inconvenience. For me, I just love it, because I love that the mail lady calls me, and it's the benefit of a small town. But it got me thinking about this this quote, as she's all over the town serving her community and giving people their mail, and you know, we really appreciate them for doing that. She knows you by name, and the thing that's different about her versus other mail delivery people is that I can tell that she really cares. Like, she says, hi Ben, how's the kids? Like, she's just delivering our mail. She doesn't have to do all that stuff. And it reminded me of this quote that says, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. I wonder if I can back into this space in front of my house while I'm doing this. I think I can do it. I really do. But nobody cares how much you know until you know how much they care. And it reminded me of the idea that as we've been settling into this little beautiful neighborhood in San Miguel as a family, the neighbors around us have been so sweet and so nice. And I gotta say, it's just been really refreshing, because one of the first nights we moved in, one of my neighbors that honestly looked a little bit more scary, and that's coming from the beard guy, he knocked on my door, and I'm like, oh no, and he said, hey man, I just want to let you know, like, you left the dome light on your truck. I didn't want you to be in trouble in the morning if your battery died. And that was like our first moment of realizing that the people on this block in our neighborhood really actually care about each other a lot. And it got me thinking about how that can be the difference between the neighborhood you living in being a neighborhood that feels close and a neighborhood that feels distant. You can really help people to know that you care about them by doing those little things. And if we don't do those little things, we're never going to have the chance to tell people about the gospel, because that's true. Nobody cares what you know until they know how much you care. And now there are some neighbors in the block that, you know, we've been here a year and a half, but we're still the new people, and they weren't sure about us. And so we've had to make the first move and start, you know, you kind of start with like the wave, and then maybe you start talking to them. And that's what it takes, you know. So I just want to encourage you guys today with that quote. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. If you're living in a neighborhood or an apartment complex where it feels like people don't really know each other, think of how awesome it would feel to live on that block if people really knew each other and hung out. A lot of times we wait for other people to make the move to build those friendships and those connections, but actually God calls us to make those first moves with our neighbors and our friends, and it turns our neighbors into friends. And so try to find some ways this week to show your neighbors that you care about them. And I bet you good things will happen. Maybe one of them has a pool. Ooh, there you go. Catch you later. Bye.